What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. We got a Halloween one for you today. We're going to do Dracula, or more specifically Vlad Dracula Tepes from Castlevania. That's my best vampire impersonation. Cringe. Anyway, we're going to start with his right eye. So we're on his close up on his face. So we're about the middle. You could say it's a tiny bit higher than the middle. But if you start somewhere around the middle, you should have success. I would recommend pencil, guys, as usual, and hit pause if I go too fast. Just hit the pause button. So we're going to start with his right eye. So I've got to zoom in here. Sorry. So we're going to go diagonal across first, like this. He's very small, slender eyes. And then this is going to go straight across like so. This one then comes down diagonal into here. And then this is going to come across underneath. Like this. So this line is kind of his eyelash line. So we're going to have some eyelashes coming across here. And coming out here maybe. And then in here, we're going to put another line for his bottom eyelid. Just coming across like so. Up into that corner for where his tear duct would be. Just in there. Then his iris then, very slim. So his eyes are very narrow. So we're going to have a slim, skinny circle just there. Then we have just some lines coming in towards his nose. So from the bottom here, we have a line coming in this way, and a line coming in there. And then we have a kind of a frown line coming down across this, just here. Here then we have his eyebrow. So we have a curved line here. And then this is going to come right around underneath his eye, touching that section for his eye. And then come up towards here. I'm going to stop about here because he has hair that comes down across his face. So we won't draw that in. We'll just draw the other side. So we have some spikes here for his eyebrow. Spiking, real evil looking character. Menacing. So we have eyebrows like that. Then the line for his hair is just here. So it comes down his face, like so. Now his other eye is about an eye distance, but the eye is from like in here to here. So you're going to measure and come across about an eye distance, and that's where the tear duct on the other side is. So it's about from maybe from his tear duct in here to the edge of his eyelash there, and then you come across like so. Measure from tear duct to the edge of his eyelash, come across. It's about an eye distance across, that's what you're aiming for. And then this is going to come up and across here. Then, like we did kind of on this side, we're going to bring we'll draw. So the bottom eyelashes come in here. So this, we can actually see less of it on this side. So that's his hair on this side. And this is going to come in, around, and underneath here. Like so. And then some of those eyelash lines just here. Like so. And then the bottom eyelid, another one just coming in around here to his tear duct. Similar to this one. And then his slender iris semicircle there. We have these two lines that come in towards his nose, just here. And then his eyebrow, pretty similar to this one. So we do a curved line here. And then this is going to come right up across his eye. Curve around towards that piece of hair, just there. And then we're going to do some spiking lines coming up and across to there. Goes underneath his hair, obviously, there as well. You could thicken up maybe his top eyelid line there if you wanted, just to make it look a bit more eyelash-like. Maybe this one as well. Like so. And there. And then there's the frown lines just here for his nose, coming in here. We have some coming up his head as well. So we have frown line just here in the middle. Another one here. He's frowning super hard, so real serious guy, so he's got all these wrinkle frown lines coming up his head. Like this. Then his nose, real long nose, so it's going to go straight down, like so. And then at the bottom, you're going to sort of hook it around just here. So his nose is about halfway between his eyes and where his chin would be. So his chin is like down here. Down about here. But he's got a beard down here as well, so it covers some of his chin. But it's about same distance from his eyes to his nose, down to his chin. So that's the kind of facial proportion you're going for. And then we can see his nostrils just here on both sides. And they come down to a point underneath his nose, just here. He has just a bare line just coming down this side to show the outside edge of his nose, just here. And there's all shadow in here as well. And another line just on top, just there. So, he has a mustache just right underneath his nose. So we do two lines coming across here. Like so. And then we bring that back, standard mustache, just back across to there. And his bottom lip is right underneath that. So we have the line for the mouth just in here. So we're going to go curve line like this. And then this is going to come across just underneath his eye. That's where it's going to start. It's not going to go as long as the mustache. Just there. And we do something similar over this side. Just underneath his eye there. And then his bottom lip, just underneath that. Curving, across and back up. Then we have a line for his chin, just here. So it's going to come across like so. Back around the side and up like this. Back around the side and up there. Then we have his sort of beard, like a small little beard, spiky beard that he has here. So it starts with a kind of a spiking line here. Comes out like star. So the hands of a star. Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants. No, kind of. And these come out that way. And this is going to come down to about here. And then we have some spikes at the bottom. And these come back up and into there. And there's some hairlines kind of on that. But of course this is coloured in dark black. So you mightn't see those when you colour them in. But you might if you do it sort of dark grey instead of black. So his jaw comes up this way. And it's going to go in behind his hair on both sides. See here? So you don't go all the way. We're going to do this waving hairline here instead. So we're going to bring this hair all down to there. So we can see his cheekbones just in here. Coming down beside his mouth. Cheekbones coming down beside his mouth in there. And then some lines, bags kind of underneath his eyes, just up here. If you wanted, of course, it's not in the picture, but you can give him fangs. So coming down from from one side here, so you can give a fang. And maybe one here as well. Make him look more vampire-like. And then we'll keep his hair going up this side. So we're going to come up into here. And this one comes up into here as well. Like so. Then his hairline is going to come across the top of his forehead. It's going to come across here, and we're going to add some little zigzags and spikes as we go. Across like so. So his eyebrows go under his hair and they curve back in a little bit up here. So you're just going to add a little spike just here. And a little one here as well. Just for where his eyebrows come back in. Maybe I'll colour his eyebrows in dark black actually. Just so we can see them a bit better. I might as well do his mustache. And I have to do his beard as well now. Okay, so the rest of his hair. So we have some hairlines just in here, curving this direction, coming in, and on this side they go the opposite direction, curving up like so. Then the top of his head is going to come up to here. So this is going to come across, and it's going to start to come down the side of his face. So down on both sides now. Real long, wavy hair. Like so. So this is going to come all the way in towards his neck. We're going to spike it back up, and then we're going to spike down, adding 2 more spikes just down here, like so. A couple more spikes on this side, so this is going to spike down to about here. This is going to spike back in. It's going to come across to another one. Spike up, spike back down. And then we have hairlines on his head as well. So we have just a gap in here. There's a gap here. And then we have his main hairlines just coming out from here. And then the other one coming out from here, coming down his head. This. Coming in like so. Like this. And maybe one more here. Another one here. Another one there. And coming in here. Remember guys, hair moves as well, so don't worry if it's not exactly like my one. And then he's some kind of a zigzag pattern in the middle of his head, just here. So it goes sort of like this, sort of where the hair joins together. Like so, and I think in some pictures you can see his ears coming out from this part of his hair, just up in line with, let's see, so coming out just across from his eyebrow, just here, we have a pointy ear, and it comes down, back down around here, goes in behind his hair, and you have just a darker section inside for the dark side of his ear. And we do the same thing just over here. So we can't really see as much of his ear on this side of his head because his hair sticks out a bit more, but we can see a little bit. So it just comes out maybe just like a tiny little bit here. Comes out across here, about the same height, and then down into here, and then maybe a tiny little bit in here, but not as much at all because his hair comes out a bit further on this side. If you drew his hair a bit differently, maybe you could fit in more of his ear, but that's all I can fit in there anyway. So we can just see some of his shirt and collar, his big red collar that he has on. So he's a big red collar that comes behind his head. So we have one line here. And then this comes out the other side as well. So it goes around the back of his head, comes out here. And it's going to come down to like a big point just down here. And this one's going to do the same down here. So we're giving him bat wings. And so this then comes up again, like so. Comes around the bottom. And then it's going to curve around big. So it's going to curve down towards his chest, just down here. So real big, down to here. And then we have an inner part to that just here, but we'll draw that in a second because we have to do stuff in his shirt. So same thing over here. So this is going to curve around, come back up and down, and come into here. So these are dark red parts of his collar. And then his shoulders go off my page just this way. So we'll draw those in first. So big shoulder lines. And then we have this buckle that's here, so we'll do that. So it's like 2 arrows clasped together with a chain. So we have first arrow, it's like a box like this. So it's like an arrow. And then we have 2 sort of chain links just here on the ends. Another one here, like so. And then this is going to come this way. And another one here. And another one underneath, just this. And then the inner lines there. And then we have the other arrow on this side. So this comes this way. Like so. So that's the buckle that keeps his cloak strapped to him. So this one, from here then, it's going to go right across underneath his beard. So we're going to go across, underneath, just underneath his hair. And then it's going to go up and around his shoulder. So underneath this part, but this has an edge, so this is going to go under here, and then we have the inner edge of this that goes into here of his collar, and then his cloak comes in around underneath there, and it goes around his shoulder. The bottom of that then is going to come down from the bottom of this, so there, and then we have some fold lines that go across this cloak showing the direction of it, like so. Coming all off this way. So that's the direction his cloak is going, this way. And then on this side, it just comes down from underneath his hood here. So we have the inner portion of this on this side. And then this is going to come down here, just straight down there. And then these are going to go clotheslines down like this. Maybe some coming from the buckle just here. One going around his shoulder. Another one's going this way. Then he has a shirt just inside here. Collar of his shirt there. Collar of his shirt there. And then we have some parts of his uniform or sort of suit that he has on underneath here. So we have 2 arrows, 2 curved lines going down this way, going down his body. And then 2 more lines inside here. And we can just see the inside of the red part of his jacket just here, I think. So coming down this side, going down this way. Down towards the buckle and then out the other side. Like so. And of course these are red, all here. And the other red part stops here on this side. So that's that line, and this stops like here. So black, mostly black and red. And his eyes are even red. So there he is, Dracula. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.